Join me as I dive into the numbers and try to uncover which countries will have the most illegal immigrants in the U.S. by 2025. The topic of illegal immigration in the U.S. is a complex and sensitive one, with many different countries contributing to this demographic. In 2025, the issue of illegal immigration is expected to continue being a major talking point, with many people wondering which countries are contributing the most to this problem. The challenges and implications of illegal immigration are far-reaching, affecting not just the U.S. economy, but also the social and political landscapes of the country. Economically, illegal immigration can put a strain on public resources, such as healthcare and education, as well as impact the job market, particularly for low-skilled workers. Socially, it can lead to tensions between different communities and create divisions within society. Politically, it can be a highly divisive issue, with some people calling for tougher border controls, while others argue for a more compassionate approach. The economic implications of illegal immigration are particularly significant, as it can lead to a loss of tax revenue, as well as increased costs for law enforcement and border control. For example, the cost of deporting illegal immigrants can be extremely high, with some estimates suggesting that it can cost up to $10,000 per person. Additionally, the lack of tax revenue from illegal immigrants can be a major issue, as they often work in the informal economy, and therefore do not pay taxes. The social implications of illegal immigration are also a major concern, as it can lead to the exploitation of vulnerable people, particularly women and children. Many illegal immigrants are forced to live in the shadows, afraid to report crimes or seek help, for fear of being deported. This can create a culture of fear and mistrust, which can be difficult to overcome. Furthermore, the separation of families can be a major issue, as parents are deported, leaving their children behind, often with no one to care for them. The political implications of illegal immigration are highly complex, and can be influenced by a range of factors, including public opinion, economic conditions, and geopolitical events. For example, during times of economic uncertainty, the issue of illegal immigration can become more politicized, with some people blaming immigrants for the country's economic problems. In contrast, during times of economic growth, the issue may be less prominent, as people are more focused on their own economic prosperity. Mexico, China, and India are among the countries with the highest numbers of illegal immigrants in the U.S., with many people crossing the border from Mexico, or entering the country on visas from China and India, and then overstaying. According to recent data, the number of illegal immigrants from Mexico has been declining in recent years, while the number from China and India has been increasing. This shift in demographics can have significant implications for the U.S., particularly in terms of the types of jobs that illegal immigrants are doing, and the languages that they speak. The number of illegal immigrants from Central America, particularly from countries such as Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, has also been increasing in recent years. Many of these immigrants are fleeing poverty, violence, and persecution in their home countries, and are seeking a better life in the U.S. However, the journey to the U.S. can be extremely dangerous, with many people facing exploitation, abuse, and even death along the way. The U.S. has a major role to play in addressing the root causes of this migration, such as poverty and violence, and in providing a safe and humane welcome to those who do arrive. The data on illegal immigration from these countries is often incomplete and inconsistent, making it difficult to get a clear picture of the situation. However, some studies have suggested that the majority of illegal immigrants from Mexico and Central America are young men, who are seeking work in the U.S. to support their families back home. In contrast, many of the illegal immigrants from China and India are highly skilled professionals, who are seeking better job opportunities in the U.S. Understanding these demographics can help policymakers develop more effective solutions to the issue of illegal immigration. One of the most significant insights about illegal immigration from these countries is the recent change in trends, with many more people from Asia and Africa immigrating to the U.S., compared to previous years. This shift in demographics can have significant implications for the U.S., particularly in terms of the types of jobs that immigrants are doing, and the languages that they speak. For example, the increasing number of immigrants from India has led to a growing demand for Indian languages, such as Hindi and Punjabi, to be taught in U.S. schools. Similarly, the increasing number of immigrants from Africa has led to a growing demand for African languages, such as Spanish and Portuguese, to be taught in U.S. schools. The implications of this trend are far-reaching, and can have significant effects on the social and economic fabric of the U.S. For example, the growing diversity of the U.S. population can lead to a more vibrant and dynamic culture, with a wider range of perspectives and experiences. However, it can also lead to challenges, such as communication barriers and cultural differences, which can be difficult to overcome. Additionally, the growing demand for languages such as Hindi and Punjabi can create new opportunities for language teachers and translators, but can also create challenges for schools and universities, which may need to adapt their curricula to meet the changing needs of their students. The trend of increasing immigration from Asia and Africa is also reflected in the types of jobs that immigrants are doing, with many working in the tech industry or in healthcare and social services. For example, many immigrants from India are working as software engineers or data scientists, while many immigrants from Africa are working as nurses or doctors. This can have significant implications for the U.S. economy, particularly in terms of filling labor gaps in key industries. However, it can also create challenges, such as competition for jobs, and the need for additional training and education programs to help immigrants adapt to the U.S. job market. In summary, the countries with the most illegal immigrants in the U.S. in 2025 are likely to include Mexico, China, and India, as well as countries from Central America, such as Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. The implications of illegal immigration are far-reaching, affecting not just the U.S. economy, but also the social and political landscapes of the country. Understanding the demographics and trends of illegal immigration can help policymakers develop more effective solutions to this complex issue. Thanks for watching. If you've got any thoughts on this topic, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about immigration, check out our other video on the topic, which explores the history of immigration in the U.S. and how it has shaped the country into what it is today.
Our journey of discovery doesn't end here. It's just the beginning. Every video we create is a passion project, a window into fascinating worlds we can't wait to share with you. If these stories have touched your heart, sparked your curiosity, or made you smile even for a moment, we would be incredibly grateful if you drop a comment and tell us what you felt. Subscribe to join our growing family. Smash that like button, share with someone who might love this content. Your support isn't just a number to us, it's everything. As a small channel, every single view, every single share means we can continue creating, exploring, and connecting with incredible people like you. We're not just making videos, we're building a community, one story at a time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in us.